everyone, welcome back to College Code. Our topic today is bioavailability, and it refers to the rate and extent of absorption of a drug from a dosage form as determined by its concentration time curve in blood or by its excretion in urine. So, what is rate of absorption? It is the time in which the drug is absorbed in the body. And extent of absorption, come on, we know how much is absorbed in the body, like 100%, 50%, 70%. What? How much? So that is extent of absorption. The bioavailability of a drug when given by IV is 100%, but frequently it lowers after oral ingestion and SC or IM. And why does it lower? Because the drug may be incompletely absorbed or due to first pass metabolism, and in case of SC or IM, it is because of local binding of the drug at the site of administration. And what is bioequivalence? So we have read bioavailability, it is associated with rate and extent of absorption. Now what is bioequivalence? So bioequivalence refers to a manufacturer thing. So when two manufacturers produce the same drug, then they will have different results in case of the absorption, because some manufacturer may provide 100% bioavailability, whereas the other may provide 80% or lesser than that, or maybe more than that bioavailability. So bioequivalence is between two drugs manufacturers, but for the same drug. So dissolution and disintegration. So disintegration. What happens in disintegration is the tablet is a solid. Now this solid is a big solid particle. Now this will disintegrate into smaller solid pieces which are easy to dissolve. So disintegration is just breaking down into smaller particles. Now dissolution is dissolving in water or aqueous contents of our GIT. So dissolution is changing its form to liquid, and disintegration is breaking down into smaller parts but in solid. Bioavailability can be determined by its concentration time curve, which can be either in blood or by its excretion in urine. Now let us consider a concentration versus time graph. First drug has a good rate of absorption, but it does not have the extent of absorption that it may provide a therapeutic efficacy. Now let us consider a second drug which has both less rate and extent of absorption. So this drug will not reach the required therapeutic concentration and will not produce effect. Now let us consider a drug C which has both a good rate of absorption and extent of absorption, which will produce a therapeutic reaction. Let us discuss therapeutic efficacy. So it can be represented by two dose response curves. The gap between these two curves will be the therapeutic range. So green line shows therapeutic effect, the bioavailability, that is the rate and extent of absorption to produce a good effect, is therapeutic effect, and the bioavailability to produce a adverse reaction is the red line. So the difference between these two is the therapeutic range.